So an important late night decision was taken by the Rashtrapati Bhavan that the Puducherry Lieutenant Governor Kiran Bedi will no longer exist as the LG, and she'll be relieved of her duties, and Tamilisai Soundararajan, who is the Governor of Telangana, will assume additional responsibility of Puducherry. Now, all of this has happened very close to the political turmoil in Puducherry, just months ahead of elections, where two people initially of the Congress had resigned and joined the BJP, and two more on Monday as well as Tuesday resigned from their positions. However, they have not joined the BJP. Now, it is also being said that the V. Narayanasamy government is in minority. However, he came on record on NDTV to say that no, my government is not in minority, and I'm going to persuade a lot of people who are resigning to not resign and continue to stay with me. But amid all of this, what is curious is why very late in the night, a person who served some sort of a purpose in quote-unquote embarrassing and creating quote-unquote difficulty for V. Narayanasamy was removed or replaced. What was the need? Why was the need felt to do this? Now, we are trying to decode all of that. We've spoken to a lot of sources, and here is what we gather. So, if you notice the people who were resigning, so you had first you had two MLAs of the Congress party who had resigned and joined the BJP. That's a different story. Then you had a minister called Mr. Maladi Krishna Rao, who resigned on Monday, and then on Tuesday, John Kumar, an MLA, also resigned. Maladi, in fact, resigned, and V. Narayanasamy says that he resigned citing harassment by Kiran Bedi as the reason. So he's not joining the BJP according to Mr. Narayanasamy. He resigned because he could not face the harassment, and he would go and approach the Janta Ki Darbar, or go and approach the people and try to convince them in elections that the reason why I have not been able to effectively work for your good is Kiran Bedi, not me. Dr. Bedi is responsible. V. Narayanasamy has also not spared any forum or any platform to criticize Kiran Bedi. In fact, only last week, Maladi Krishna Rao as well as V. Narayanasamy approached the president and basically apprised him how Dr. Kiran Bedi is creating a lot of difficulty for them to work just ahead of the elections. Now, what did Kiran Bedi say once she was removed? She said, whatever was done by me was a sacred duty in discharging my constitutional and moral responsibility, and this has been a lifetime experience for me. The calculation from what we have gathered from our sources is very simply this: the bulk of the campaigning of the Congress party ahead of the Puducherry elections, which the BJP is taking extremely seriously because they have made Mr. Arjun Ram Meghwal as the poll in charge, and they have made Rajiv Chandrasekhar as the co-in charge of the polls in Puducherry, which is due for elections in a few months. The bulk of the election campaigning of the Congress would have been anti-Dr. Bedi, anti-Kiran Bedi. Kiran Bedi would have been that person the Congress would have criticized while taking their issues with the people. So what if you remove this basic campaigning tool of the Congress from the matrix? So if you remove Kiran Bedi as the Lieutenant Governor, is this an attempt to rob the Congress of its single biggest poll issue in Puducherry? That's the crucial question. And now that the BJP, or now that the central government has already done this, now that this has been done, will it be at a disadvantage for the Congress party? Because now if they go to people and talk about Kiran Bedi, they will say, well, she's not even there. But the point is, the Congress feels, and that is why a statement, late night we approached Mr. Narayanasamy and asked him a question to this effect, and he said, well, whatever damage she had to do, she has already done. So for 4.5 years you have her around, and then just before the elections you remove her. The damage that she has done is already done. So the Congress feels that they are still going to take this issue. This is going to be their main poll issue, Dr. Kiran Bedi, and how she did not allow work to be done. They will still take it to the people, and they feel that the people will still realize this. And more importantly, the Congress's calculation is that no matter what the BJP may try to do, they will never get traction among the people in Puducherry, as the party has no base. What is the party's calculation? Now that they've taken Kiran Bedi out of the mix, their calculation very simply is this: Yes, the BJP does not have a cadre in Puducherry. It's not a stronghold. The BJP has not even opened its account in 2016. They got a duck. So what the BJP is planning to do is to get a lot of these imports from Congress and from elsewhere. There are some MLAs who have joined them, and they're also planning to get supporters of those MLAs on board so that the BJP can pillion ride or ride on the success of these personalities and maybe open their account. So it's a mix of lot of strategies. Congress has its own strategy where they feel that even if you remove Kiran Bedi now, the damage is done and the people will still relate if we go to them and tell them what Kiran Bedi did. And on the other hand, the BJP feels that they've been able to, or they would be able to rob the Congress of this issue. And more importantly, they will also be able to ride high on the back of these leaders that they seem to be importing. It's a small state, a half state, the politics of which has become extremely interesting. But the last and final question is this: what happens to Dr. Kiran Bedi? Now that she is no more the Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, where will she go next? What will be her next assignment? Now, a lot of speculation around her becoming the LG of Delhi. Imagine if that were to happen. Two people at two different constitutional positions who came out of the same movement but followed two different paths. From the Anna agitation, a Kiran Bedi becoming the LG, and from the Anna agitation, Arvind Kejriwal as the Chief Minister. What will happen in the national capital and the politics in the national capital? This is if she becomes the LG of Delhi, which is still in the realm of speculation. Thank you very much for watching this special broadcast.